Hi everybody, it's Maureen again, and it's still March the 9th. I just realized after reviewing the other video that there were a couple things that I didn't touch on, and I think they're really important. The first one is I've been officially on Emulin for 1 month, and I have lost 12 pounds. So part of that is that Emulin does help you lose weight by being a carb management tool, and it's also a sugar chaperone. So that's really important. And at the beginning of this journey, I did a carb reset. So it was a 9-day carb reset. What I did was I went online and I researched low carb meals. So even though it was kind of difficult to have a salad, I would cook chicken and put chicken in and have a bowl of salad while my husband and either the grandkids or whatever was having pasta. So what I do now is when he makes hamburgers, we don't even make fries. He makes hamburgers and he has it on a bun. I have mine on a bed of lettuce. And then sometimes we'll have bacon because I don't care if there are carbs in bacon, quite frankly. But anyway, and then I'll have a slice of tomato and relish. So I mean, that's my hamburger, and he makes them quite big. So I mean, they're good and they fill me. Now, what I normally do for a snack when I used to grab a bag of chips or cheesies, whatever was handy, now I've really become hooked on cauliflower and celery. So I eat that. Sometimes I'll have carrots. The other day, like I really don't like green vegetables, but the other day I was actually craving a pepper of all things. But I don't know whether I'll go there. But you never know. Like Emulin's changing so many things in my life. So the next thing I wanted to talk about was I have arthritis. And I have arthritis in my knee from a skating accident. I have arthritis, well, bursitis, the doctor called it, in his shoulder and in my hip. And then recently, well, not recently, even like a year ago, it started my hands hurting, or even longer than that. I noticed I was having problems at work typing. And then now, since I'm no longer working, I'm writing a book. And I noticed that my hands hurt so much. We're in the editing process, so I mean, it's a lot of rewriting, and I was unable to type. So I've noticed since I've been on Emulin, the other day, I thought, you know what? I got an email from the editor, and like they're like, how's things going? And I'm like, well, you know what? Maybe I should open up the book and see, whether I'm able to. And my fingers are just flying across the keyboard. My hands didn't hurt. Then I got thinking, golly, when was the last time your shoulder hurt? When was the last time your knee hurt? What about your hip? I can't remember. I think I honestly can't remember. When I get thinking about it, it's like I don't know. And it's arthritis pain, and you think you would remember because I had it for a long time, but nope, I don't remember. My hands don't hurt. Now, another thing that I wanted to talk about briefly was I used to have really, really bad muscle seizures in my leg, and well, in both legs actually. And it got to the point where one night I was begging my husband to take me to the hospital. Of course, these things never happen during the day, or rarely happen during the day, but they would always happen at night when I put my legs up, and then I would get a muscle seizure. So I mean, like I've been up. I have been up with muscle seizures and diabetic neuropathy pain in my feet. And when I look back at sometimes my Facebook memories, sometimes these memories are 5 years old that I've been dealing with this. Oh, my legs were restless last night. And people, they'd offer their advice. Oh, you need magnesium, or oh, you need calcium, or, you need all these things. I tried everything. And the one night, this was so bad. I was in agony. Please, honey, please take me to the hospital. So, of course, he got up and took me to the hospital. The doctor said to both of us, what it happened while I was there. I had this, it was like my muscle was twisting. And he said, oh, that's not a muscle cramp. He said, that's a seizure. So he gave me muscle relaxant. Now, it's just a little tiny Flexerol. It's only 10 milligrams, but it was enough to knock me out for 2 days. Like, it was gold that night, but I could not take them. It didn't matter how bad my pain was. I could not take them if I had something else to do the next day. Like I got a muscle seizure Christmas morning. Poor Dwayne. Like that was 2 years ago. But poor Dwayne. We host a huge breakfast here on Christmas morning. and he had to do everything. He had to do all the cooking. He had to do all the cleanup. He had to entertain all those guests because I was a lump on it in my chair. My girlfriend was here. I hadn't talked to her in 6 months, and I was so looking forward to seeing her. I mean, she lives right here in town, but we're just busy and we just couldn't connect. But I thought, oh geez, she's coming over. I was so looking forward to it. I couldn't stay awake. I just couldn't stay awake. And then his mom was coming for supper. Well, that year he cooked his first turkey dinner, and I was trying to, like, I had slept a little bit in the afternoon, but it was like trying to walk through thick fog, like in my head. I just couldn't stay awake. And I felt so bad because I love his mom and she's a lot of fun, and we tease each other back and forth, and I was like a lump, like I said. But anyway, since I've been on Amulin, I don't get them anymore. I was getting them in both legs, but I think I've had one once. It was a bad one, but once when I was getting them, when I used to get them like sometimes 4 times a week. And it would wake me up out of bed, and sometimes I could get rid of them by drinking lots of water, but who wants to drink a liter of freaking water at 2 in the morning? Like, I'm telling you, people, I don't have them now. I just don't have them. The third thing I want to talk about is I have psoriasis, and it was getting to the point where it was everywhere. And you watch those psoriasis commercials, and it's true what they do. They pull their clothes down, they pull their sleeves down, or they try to hide, because psoriasis is an autoimmune disease, and it is caused by high sugar and inflammation. I don't care what anybody says, because I've always thought that there's been a connection there, and since I've been on Amulin, I'm right, because the psoriasis is going away. I have it on my elbows, I have it on my legs. I took pictures of what it looked like, and I'm going to take pictures when it's gone. I'm not putting any cream on it. I'm not taking any kind of pill. It's just Amulin that's doing this. It's removing the inflammation. It's removing the inflammation so my body can heal itself. I shouldn't say Amulin's doing it. Amulin's doing its job, which is to remove inflammation. And it's a sugar chaperone, and it's a carb management tool, and it's doing what it's doing so my body, which God designed to heal itself, is able to do that. I am so grateful that, like, I knew Rick for, I don't know, a year on Facebook, and I'm so grateful that God led him to Amulin, and that he led me to Amulin. The third thing is that Amulin is, or the fourth thing, sorry, or fifth thing, I guess, sorry, Amulin is giving me hope. I am currently on 10 pills a day and 5 injections of insulin. Those things are not, they're not making me healthy. They're sustaining my life. Every time I go to the doctor, they increase the dosage. Because my body gets used to it, it doesn't work anymore. Since I've been on Amulin, my sugar numbers have come down. My doctor's amazed. She said to me, "How much was your sugar?" And that was yesterday. And I said, "Oh, it was 6." She said, "Like, really?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I can bring in my meter because it keeps track, right? My meter, because I have a mobile AccuCheck, and it tracks everything, which is really great." So I'm like, not every sugar reading is low, but when I think back how high it used to be, it's low now. It's like regularly in the single digits. So it's giving me hope. I can have a future now. I can have a healthy future now. When I think where I was a year ago, I was ready to give up. And even this year, it's been a struggle. I've been struggling all year to heal and get better. Well, last year, I mean, since I've been on Amulin, I do have hope now. And so I implore you, Don't take my word for it. Go online. If you've got something wrong, go online. Check to see whether inflammation was the cause of it, because inflammation is the cause of almost every disease. Every disease. Go online, check it out. And when you've looked it up and you see that what I'm telling you is true, get in touch with me. Get in touch with me. All right, everybody. Sorry once again. It's a really long video. Have a nice day. Talk to you later. Bye.